Sage Lewis from Web Marketing Watch. So, one of the things we're doing new here at Web Marketing Watch is we're starting to put out podcasts. Up until now, we've just put our pirate signal out on YouTube and Google Video and that sort of thing. But, you know, I know that a lot of people have iPods and the iTouch and all of that sort of thing. And a lot of times people would like to subscribe so they can download that stuff and check it out later. Well, doing a video podcast is the way you do that, and I wanted to go through this with you because there were some stumbling blocks that I found that I wanted to share with you, so maybe this will make the process a little bit easier if you ever want to do a video podcast. I'm going to put a link to this article here. This is for Windows, but you can do this. I mean, Mac is built for this kind of thing. The process is the exact same, but this is an article on how to creating a video podcast on Windows on the Apple website. So the first thing is you got to record it, right? Like this, just anywhere. You can do it on your camera on your laptop. You know, you can get a webcam. I'm using my prosumer Panasonic whatever mini DV camera. I've got it attached just a FireWire onto my laptop, so it dumps into my laptop live. But that shouldn't be a hurdle. You can go to Best Buy and get a $30 webcam if you don't have one. But now a lot of laptops just have them built right in, so you have to record it. Okay, that's step one. Then you have to make sure you've updated your QuickTime software. If you don't have QuickTime installed, you get it now. Then you open QuickTime Pro. You have to buy it, okay? It's like $30, it's QuickTime Pro, but you need this to convert it to an iPod-friendly format. So when you record your video, maybe it's going to record as a .mov or a .avi, but what you need is an MPEG, .mpeg 4, okay? But you don't even need to worry about that. That's just techno babble. Don't just forget I said it. But you go get it. It's $30. It's worth it, all right? Then open your recording in QuickTime Pro. To do this, click the open file. Here's a picture of it. You know, you open it. Then step 5, convert your podcast to a format that iPod understands. Choose export from the file menu. You can see that right down here. Then choose movie to iPod, 320 by 240. You don't need big, you need it, pretty small. And from the export drop down, and then click the save button. Export progress bar shows you how much. There it is. Then the export's complete. Then you publish the exported file to the internet on a blogging service such as Blogger or and Wrapped Up. Okay. This is the step that I ran into trouble with. You got to upload this file, all right? You have to put it on some sort of server. And these are kind of big. We're finding that they're about 2 megs a minute, all right? So if you do 10 minutes, that's 20 megs. And if you do these every day, that's going to add up to a lot of file size. You can't put them on Blogger. You got to get some sort of web host. They recommend over here, they did the file must be hosted on a web server such as .mac. You might be able to use that. You can even do a search for podcast hosting, and there's some pretty affordable stuff. But this is the trick. You have to upload your converted, your exported file that you just created in QuickTime Pro to a web server. Your YouTube won't work, all right? You can't use YouTube as this kind of thing. You have to upload it someplace else. Okay, then, once you do that, then you need an RSS feed, okay? Like maybe you have a blog, all right? Or in Web Marketing Watch, I use Joomla as a content manager. That has an updating RSS feed. They also recommend Feedburner. And what we do is we use Feedburner at Web Marketing Watch, and what I do is I tell Feedburner where my Web Marketing Watch RSS feed is, and then it creates a new feed that I use at Feedburner. And the reason I do that is because the stats are really great. Feedburner is a really, really great tool. But then what you do is from here you can track your subscribers and audio and video content. You create what they call a Smartcast, and we'll click on this here. And so what happens is they give you a couple ways to do that, but it's a Smartcast right here. And let's see, the enthusiasm about podcasting has grown, so our enthusiasm for more generally managing RSS enclosures. So what they do is there's a couple ways. Then what you do is after you've uploaded your file, you have to link to it in the content of your post. So they give you a couple ways. Feedburner does it a couple ways. It looks for the first link in the post, and that's how we're going to do it. You're going to see when you go to Web Marketing Watch, it'll say something like podcast or something along those lines, and then you click on that, and from there, what'll happen is Feedburner will pick that up and will then post it as a feed. And that's pretty much it. So that's how you do it. But that's pretty much the whole process. You just do it that way, and that's how it works. You upload it. You do your feed through Feedburner or something like that, and use an enclosure like Smartcast, and then you're ready to roll. And that is the whole kit and caboodle. And then now people can go to places like iTunes, download that, and then voila! You now have a podcast, and it's really cool. All right, so try it. It's those were a few steps that I had problems with, but maybe they won't cause you any more problem. All right, everybody, this is Sage Lewis from Web Marketing Watch, and happy marketing.